and it is, I don't even know, Monday night, and it's pretty late. It's like 11.
11:30.
Yeah, 11:30, very late for us. But we just finished wrapping. Well, we didn't finish wrapping, but we finished wrapping for tonight for Christmas. I've got to talk a little softer because Brighton's sleeping on the sofa right next to us. Anyways, tonight we are going to do a collab with We Love Collabs, and it is a collab for the, what day is it today? The 19th day of Vlogmas. And the theme is how Christmas was, or what Christmas meant to you as a kid, and what like it's for you now as an adult. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Do you want to go first? No, he never wants to go first. I was hoping you'd go first this time. Well, for me as a kid, like probably all kids, it was about going to church with your family and getting presents, right? And lots of good food. So like, I think that's all I thought about as a kid was like the presents we might get, and I really like going to church, so that was like a big deal. And then just like all the yummy desserts and fun things like that. So that's how it was as a kid for me. Like, I remember like the one thing I remember is my dad used to jingle coins in his pocket and say, "It's Santa's sleigh. You guys need to go to sleep." And he'd like jingle pennies in his pocket, which is really funny. And he'd walk around like jingling. I hear Santa. He's circling. So that's something I remember like really funny from when I was a kid. But anyways, yeah. So I mean, it really was about Santa Claus and church and like family eating dinners and stuff like that. How about you as a kid?
Yeah, it was presents. Well, I'm a kid. It's about the presents and also the decorations and the big family get-togethers.
So that's pretty much it for like as kids, and then how it's changed now that we're adults. I guess for me, I want to make sure that there's magic for the kids. So like that's like my major mission is like making it magical for the kids, and making sure that they have traditions and like special things that they remember as part of their Christmases for growing up with. How about you?
Yeah, it's definitely. I did a lot with presents, but now it's giving rather than getting. There's kids. With a lot of kids, it's interesting how quickly the number of presents adds up. Oh, let's get them one more. Sorry, not going to say what it is. Kids are watching. Get them one of those, and okay, that means we need to go buy 10 more presents.
Yeah,
And
for our
have
house.
10 more presents.
Yeah, it adds up like really quick. It's like some sort of math game. Let's see. I guess something else I didn't think about a lot as a kid. Like we went to church, so obviously I knew it was Jesus' birthday, and like that, and I knew that that was why we celebrated Christmas. And then of course Santa Claus was a tradition, so I understood that. But now as an adult, like I make sure that there is a lot of charity donations. Like that's really important to me. So I always do children's hospitals because I've been blessed with pretty healthy children for the most part. But when they've been sick, and I know how rough that's been. And I can't imagine what it's like for parents with kids that are just terminally ill. So I always make sure to do donations for that. I always make sure to do donations to children from low income or single family households. And I always make sure to donate to the local SPCA. Like we'll take our old blankets and drop them off, which I already did this year. And then I always do like, I don't even know, a couple other things that I do for donations throughout the season. So for me, like that's a major part of the season is like anonymously doing donations for different things. So like the giving tree and you just name it. And like I drop off all our kids' party stuff, like leftover stuff. I drop it off for the Toys for Tots program at the police station. They have like a bin, so I drop off like baggies of stuff that they can put in stockings for the kids. I do that each year. So like I just do like a huge amount. A lot of times I'll go through the books, and if we have duplicates or I know it's something they're not reading anymore, if it's in good shape, I'll donate that. So like yeah, that's a big thing for me.
I think one of the things that's really been a change is just the month of December is the Christmas season after Thanksgiving. And so as a kid, everything's all decorated nice and anxious for Santa to come and everything there. And then we had the big back-to-back Christmas Eve, Christmas Day with different parts of the family, and then turn around on New Year's. My grandfather's birthday was the 2nd of January, so we'd get together either the 1st or the 2nd for another big meal, sort of like Christmas. So it was nonstop things. But then I grew up and I married into a family that already had 2 December birthdays and a December anniversary. So suddenly it got more packed. And then we had our first kid in December. And now that the kids are older, we've had just how many things happened. There's like 4 different concerts we had this year.
More than 4, because there was the tree lighting, and then they had the college singing, and they had their high school singing, and then Jack's concert, and then Aurora has her ballet recital. So tomorrow's video, as a preview, is going to be Aurora's ballet recital in the morning and Jack's trumpet Christmas recital in the evening. 2 on a day again. Yeah.
So it's just gone from being a month of anticipation to a month of running like crazy. And that's not even counting that now we're wrapping all those rounds of presents that used to just magically appear.
Yeah, so that's definitely true. It's like, now that they're older and they have, their own friends, we want to make sure we get presents for friends' families.
Plus we pick up a few extra birthdays from friends.
Yeah. So, like, it kind of gets even more crazy. And then, of course, we, like I said, we're lucky. We're blessed with mostly healthy kids and fairly talented kids. So, and very artistic kids. So, I mean, I'm all for singing at tree ceremonies. I'm all for honor choiring at the college. I'm all for band at the school, all this kind of stuff. But yeah, it does add up into the chaos of the trying to get everything in December. But we're pretty lucky in general. So, I mean, if we're going to say, for me anyways, I feel it's pretty lucky. It's a little hectic. I know tomorrow's going to be really hectic between a concert in the morning and a concert in the evening. But we're pretty lucky that they're talented and good kids. And so I'm pretty excited about it. So anyways, that's how Christmas has changed for me. It's gone from, like I said, church and eating and presents and what am I going to get for presents to, I guess that's another thing we didn't really, John hit on how many presents there are, but it is a major, like, starting probably Black Friday of just constantly keeping in line. Okay, we want to get, we'll just give a category out, toys, or we want to get electronics, or we want to get apparel, or we want to get whatever, candy, like different categories, let's say. But you know what I mean? Like keeping it all in order. Plus, we make a huge list of everybody else, which is aunts, uncles, parents, teachers, and then there's a lot of teachers because we have a lot of kids. And then, whatever you want to say. So it adds up, and then you've got to keep a running tab and, try and balance it all out. So that's definitely.
And then when you're wrapping, keep track of who are we going to see early.
Yeah, that's the other thing is making sure we try and hit the wrapping of like, okay, who do we need to do by then? When will we last see this person before the holiday, whatever, and keep that in order. So that's always a little bit. And we do Christmas cards, so that's another one where we want to get it out early if it's going internationally. And then make sure everybody gets it in time. So, yeah. Anyways, that's how it's changed. So, for me, yeah.
What about things that have stayed the same?
I guess church. We don't always go to church on Christmas with the kids because it can be a little bit crowded and overwhelming. But I usually am up watching the midnight mass. So even if I'm not there, I'll have it on while we're putting out our presents from us and we're waiting for Santa to come. So I'll do the midnight mass, and that's definitely something that hasn't changed. I still enjoy that. I still enjoy Christmas music. Yeah, that's never changed for me. I really like Christmas music. I like a fresh tree. That hasn't changed. I like the house to smell like pine, so.
You like to watch the boys and I struggling to bring in a tree?
Yeah. What about you?
See, for us, it wasn't usually church on Christmas, but I did go to something like 23 years of Catholic school, so I definitely got exposed to the reason for the season. Um, so one of the habits I just developed for myself as I got a little bit older is I just made it a point every Christmas at some point to just stop and sing happy birthday to Jesus to remember what it's all about. And I don't think I fit every year, but I still try and do that. Just a quiet little thing to say, hey, despite all the hoopla, it's somebody's birthday to celebrate.
I think that's it. I'll show you. I think I'm aiming this the right way. Can you guys see?
Let me peek at the camera, and yep, they can see.
So he fell asleep while we were wrapping. There's our rolls of wrap on the tall counter over there in the corner. You can see, so. And yeah, we're putting it away for the night, and we're calling it a night. We will see you guys tomorrow on Tuesday, which will be Aurora's ballet recital in the morning and Jackaroo's trumpet recital in the evening, because that's a good combination. So I hope everyone had a good Monday and a happy 19th day of the Christmas season, and we'll see you tomorrow on the 20th.